and I have taken IV drugs once. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I thought today I would do a little day in the life vlog because it's been a while since I filmed one of these and I just like being nosy and seeing what other people are up to. So my stomach has been a little bit off for like the last 12 hours. I was like, you know what, I'm not feeling breakfast today, but let me just make a cup of tea. Today is the 27th of March for context. This is used by the 22nd. I swear this did not smell bad. So I don't know, it must have just gone off in the last like 48 hours and I've not been tasting the fact that it's off because I've been having porridge for breakfast and tea. But I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Actually can't with today. Oh my god, my bread is off. Do you guys see that? Ew, 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 ew. Instead of faffing around my fridge, I decided to go to Cafe Nero just to do some work and actually eat a decent breakfast, which was actually nice. Had a hot chocolate, had a croissant. It was good vibes. After eating to my heart's content, I had to meet my friend for some OSCE revision. To practice, we like to use OSCE Stop, which is a great platform. Who am I again? I'm a junior doctor here at Derry. Can I confirm your full name and date of birth, please? Every year at my medical school, we have to pass an OSCE to progress to the next year. My friend and I like to practice early because there's actually so much to the OSCE. It is good fun, but it's also kind of stressful when you realize you don't know as much as you think you do. But we had a good time, as you can see. So you've never had any problems with your genital region? Oh, that's a really badly worded. So badly worded. Any penis problem? Each OSCE station lasts for 6 minutes, so if you want, you can watch us work through the next one and then try and figure out what the diagnosis is. My name is Sky Smith and I'm 22 years old.
Okay, and can I call you Sky today?
Yeah, sure.
So Sky, can you tell me a bit about what's brought you into the GP today?
Yeah, so this is really weird, but I've noticed that my friend noticed, that my eyes were going yellow. So the thing with jaundice is that jaundice is just, like, you know she's got jaundice.
Yeah.
So jaundice, like, there's so many things.
Yeah.
So think about why someone would have jaundice.
Has anything else come on with the yellowings? Have you had any changes to your bowel movement?
No changes.
Has your diet changed at all?
A little, I've got like a little bit of like a loss of appetite, but not too bad.
Okay. Any pain in your abdomen at all?
Yeah, now that you mention it, I've got pain sort of like here.
And does it come and go throughout the day?
No, it's constant.
Okay.
To Thailand 3 months ago.
Okay. Are you sexually active?
Let me just check.
Yes.
Well, I had unprotected sex recently.
Okay. And was that over in Thailand?
No, it was here.
Can I ask if it's okay if you have multiple sexual partners, or is it just one? Did you have bottled water, or did you have like?
No, I don't think I have food poisoning or anything.
Okay.
No.
Alright.
You're on the right track, so ask more questions about that.
Oh right, have you had any itching?
Yeah, that started about a week ago as well, and none of my antihistamine creams are working.
Right, okay. Okay.
Just driving home the point. Yeah, so you need to ask about hepatitis risk factor. So travel, I went to Thailand.
Wait, don't tell me. Let me try to remember it now. Is there risk factors for hepatitis?
So what did you ask? You asked about food poisoning.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about the water.
Yeah.
You asked me about sexual activity.
Yeah.
You asked me about travel. There are other things that you can ask me about.
So for Hep B, I would ask about exposure to blood, needles.
Yeah. I got a tattoo done in Thailand. I had no recent piercings, but I got a tattoo done in Thailand. And I have taken IV drugs once. Social history is also kind of important for this one.
Yeah.
So I live in a van that I revamped after uni. I travel in it. I smoke cannabis socially. I don't drink alcohol, but I took heroin in Thailand. In this patient's case, the diagnosis was very likely hepatitis B. Therefore, we spent the rest of our time looking up the management plan and just making sure we knew how to interpret the blood test results of someone who potentially had this infection. This is how we like to study. We do the station and then we come up with plans to try and consolidate what we've learned. So I'm back. I look really bad in this angle. I look like I have no jaw. I do. I've got tea. I bought fresh milk. I find that now that I'm in my clinical years, I cannot sit and revise. It just makes me so bored. Like, I can't sit and do questions for a long period of time. If you said to me, you have like a 3-hour OSCE, fine, I can do that. But see, when it comes to studying, I just can't sit down and study. And I think that's really reflected in my enthusiasm, but also my marks. Like, last year I did so much better in my OSCE compared to my exam. And this year I think it will probably be similar because of the fact that I just don't like sitting down and studying. I have, over the last couple of months, I think started to realize that I'm okay with sacrificing my pass med and like physical sit down revision time for OSCE, because I think it's more important to be able to talk through something. And oh my god, those birds need to be quiet. I think it's much better for me to practice speaking out loud, explaining things, talking to friends about revision, as opposed to doing it myself. I just find it really boring and demotivating. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do a couple of online lectures, or at least learn something in Pomodoro blocks before I tidy up my flat, figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch, and then go for my teaching. So when I'm studying, I use a Pomodoro extension. And I have, like, here you can see a 25-minute study timer. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to try and get some work done.
Or the dangers of dilating drops. So as we say, if somebody has occludable angles, you can actually...
After my online lecture, I had to do my washing, which is not that exciting. And I heated up some leftover Dominoes because, honestly, your girl couldn't be bothered to cook lunch. If there is one piece of advice I would give to any medical student, it is please make sure you can drive. I can drive, but I hate relying on public transport because I was running late for my teaching, which was annoying. And having a car just makes placement so much easier. Pre-chopped vegetable pack from this time from M&S. Then buy some diced chicken, soy sauce, chili flakes, sesame seeds, and a bit of sugar. And I let that all like sort of cook. And then I've just made some jeera rice to go with it. So I don't know if this is how people make or flavor their rice, but when I'm like making rice, I tend to just put different spices, and in this case cumin seeds or jeera, and then just like let it cook. So it's really easy because it just adds more flavor. And then what I do, which is something I learnt from a friend in London, he used to always add pomegranate to his meals. And it's such a nice, like, I don't know, it's just such a nice sweet touch to the food. So now I'm just finishing it off with pomegranate. I think that's enough. It just, oh my god, you guys have to try it. It's so delicious.